Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming transit of the planet Sun. As Sun is currently transiting in the Taurus sign, but on June 15th, Sun is going to move to the sign of Mercury, which is the Gemini sign, and it's going to be transiting over there till July 16th. So now friends, as you know this thing that when we talk about the importance of the Sun in Vedic astrology, it becomes very important. Whether you are working in a government job, whether you work as a contractor or work on tenders connected with government, any of the concerns of working in your family business or the concerns of recognition, fame, public image, political seat. So for all these people, the significance, the importance of Sun becomes very important. Now friends, when we talk about the transit importance of Sun, so definitely we cannot relate and attach as much as importance as we attach to the slow moving planets like Saturn, Jupiter or Rahu and Ketu, because they hold this key of giving us something very substantial, completely changing the course of our life. But try to understand this thing friends over here, because Sun can in a very short span of time can bring the spotlight in specific area of your life. And also for all those people who are always on that verge where you have to protect your public image, you are a politician, you are an actor, you work on contractual nature of work. So every single day, every single week you fight for some coveted projects and contracts and all of that. So then those kind of cases, the transit of Sun becomes very important. So okay friends, now we will have little bit discussion on the role of Sun in the Gemini. So now friends, to begin with, Sun sees the Lord of the Gemini, which is Mercury, as kind of its good friend, or in certain cases like certain astrologers take it as a neutral placement for Sun to be placed in. But friends, the beauty of this kind of influence is that because Gemini in itself represents the prospects of communication. These days where people are working from their home, a lot of businesses are being conducted through media, social media, digital marketing and all of that. So Gemini sign holds a lot of importance. Like I recently made a video on the science of doing and relying on the passive income. So trust me, over there in that video, I attached a lot of importance only to the contribution of the Gemini sign in your natal chart. So trust me, in today's day and age, Gemini becomes very important. Whether you are working in sales, media, marketing, you are a freelance person, you are a graphic designer, you are a fashion designer, and the transit of Sun in the Gemini will definitely brighten up the signification of all the Gemini qualities. The prospects of your communication and all of your efforts are definitely going to get brightened up. And moreover friends, because Sun in the zodiac belt has got the rulership of the Leo sign, so in a way Sun is also going 11th house from its original home in the zodiac belt. So overall friends, this transit of Sun can be seen as a very good sign, and combining the influence with the way other slow moving planets are placed in transit, this transit of Sun is definitely going to be bringing good results for all of us only. So okay friends, now we will shift our discussion to the customized section of this transit. So starting first for the Aries rising people. So now friends, in your case, Sun is going to be transiting from your second house and is going to be entering your third house. In your natal chart, Sun has got the rulership of your fifth house. So definitely friends, this transit is definitely going to benefit all those people who are straight away working in the fields of media, marketing, you are an influencer, you are a blogger, you are a performing artist. During this time, all of the efforts and initiatives taken by you can actually get highly appreciated or might be able to draw good sort of positive PR, advertising, marketing or good recognition for you. Also friends, the only vulnerability of this transit is that many times when we talk about the living signification of the third house, so over there Sun can actually create ego related hassles with your friends or with your siblings, but only if you can work on the matters of your ego. Try not to be very over the top egoistic. Then trust me friends, whether you are a service professional, whether you are a freelance person, all those people are definitely going to get benefited. The prospects of your communication, your expression is going to be filled with lot of dignity and is definitely going to be create good sort of buzz all around you. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Taurus rising people. So now friends, in your case, as you can fairly see that Sun is going to be coming out of your Lagna, your ascendant, and is going to be entering your second house. So now friends, when we talk about the transit of the sun in the second house, now in your case, because sun has also got the rulership of your fourth house. So now whether you are working as a realtor, you are in your own family business, you are a banker, so all those people can definitely get benefited. The only thing is that friends, because sun in itself represents primal light, and second house has a lot to do with our speech, our eating habits. So I would say that try not to lie during this time. The kind of speech which you use, first of all, it's not like that you have to only protect yourself from being pompous or being egoistic, but over and above that, you should not be lying. That's one thing. Second thing is that even when we talk about the eating and the drinking habits, so over there little bit of the balance will be expected out of you basis the astral and cosmic rules or regulations. The third thing is that friends, definitely I have already explained this thing. If you are straight away connected with either of the matters of the fourth house, where having your interior decor business, anything to do with the catering business, so all those people can definitely get benefited. Even from the financial aspect as well, sun is definitely going to be brighten up the prospects of your financial income. So you might run into some very lucrative deal, or someone very prominent, very successful, or someone might also connect to you. If in your line of work anything connected with the government is getting qualified, so all those people can also get benefited. The only thing is that your eating habits, your speech has to be properly disciplined, has to be very virtuous and righteous at the time when sun is going to be transiting from your second house. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Gemini rising people, so trust me friends, very good times are awaited for all of you guys, because sun in your case has got the rulership of your third house, and it's going to be transiting right over there in your first house. So definitely friends, whether you work in media, marketing, you have a travel and tour business, you are a graphic designer, you are a service provider, all those people can definitely get benefited. I would say friends, like let's say for example, if in your natal chart the yogas are very supporting, your dashas are also running favorable, so then I would say that this 1 month is very positive for you for initiating something. Like if you have been long awaiting to start working on some new idea, launch your website, launch your new product line, so for initiating any new things, because friends, even in the transit, Jupiter is right now in a very strengthened state. Saturn is retrograde, but it is still in your 9th house of luck, fortune and bhagya. So overall the planetary alignment is creating a very positive energy. So I would say that you have my green signal and green go ahead for initiating any new project. So definitely friends, all of the efforts, initiatives taken by you during this time will definitely prove to be reason for your enhancement of your reputation. People will recognize you, people will notice you. So all of your maneuvers, your body language, your efforts are definitely going to be heading you or taking you in the right direction during this time. And the same thing is equally applicable for everyone. Now whether you are in your own business, you are a salaried professional, you are still going through your studies or something, so the time period seems to be very promising. And now friends, whenever there is anything to do with the planet sun, there is one thing which we always say, because sun is going to be there in your first house, so that means that you have to remain very respectful towards your father, you have to respect the government rules and regulations, and you do not have to behave or act very egoistic. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Cancer rising people, so now friends, in your case sun has got the rulership of your second house, and it is going to be transiting in your 12th house, so which is kind of creating a little bit kind of vulnerable energy. So now friends, to begin with, like the way I have already mentioned this thing, sun in itself is a significator of your public image, prospects of recognition, name and fame. So over here friends, the money which you spend or the speech, the words which you use, you have to remain very cautious, you have to remain very careful, because the yoga is getting created in a way that people might misguide you in spending your money in all those things which you might not even need, or people might push you to such an extent that in order just to impress people or have some false or fake pretense or image of yours to portray a image which is not your true authentic self. So try not to get diverted towards all those suggestions, or try not to attempt all those things. The more natural, pure and authentic you are gonna behave, the better this transit is going to influence you or benefit you. So now friends, the energy is definitely kind of little bit vulnerable, specifically on the matters of being protective towards your values, and also the financial dealings matters needs to be done with a lot of contemplation during this time. So any new contract signing up, any new agreement signing up, meeting new people like about whom you do not have any prior knowledge or any impression. So dealing with these people during this month, you have to remain very cautious, because as you know that whatsoever happens to sun, it has a straight away impact on our public image. So try to remain a bit cautious in all these front. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Leo rising people, so definitely friends, in your case sun becomes your ascendant lord, and it's going to be transiting right over there in your 11th house, which is creating a very good yoga. So I would say friends that if overall planetary alignment seems to be favorable for you, so this can be seen as a very good time, initiating some new project, working on some new business ideas, going out, meeting people, collaborating with people, like in any way, if any long-term goals or plans or dreams project of yours, if you have been working on them, so this is the right time for you to file your application, ask for that loan, ask for that opportunity, that chance, ask for that promotion, new level raise. So I would say that the overall planetary alignment seems to be very much favorable. The way I'm anticipating or seeing this transit specifically to the Leo rising people is that I'm seeing you guys working with a very penetrating, very piercing, very focused approach towards your goals. And during this journey, your friends, people in your circle of influence will also prove to be very supporting towards your success during this month. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Virgo rising people, so now friends, in your case, if you will see over here that sun has got the rulership of your 12th house, and in the transit sun is going to be entering your 10th house of your profession, of your career. So now friends, when we say that for anything to do regarding the prospects of your enhancement of reputation, enhancement of your public image, if you are straight away connected with the government, you work in a federal government job, or you are a politician, you are on a top management, because friends, even in the professional hierarchy, so sun represents all those people who are on the top management. You are a Asia Pacific head, or you are a country head of any brand you are heading, you are leading a big team. So I would say that the time seems to be very promising for you. You'll be able to work with the very deeper insights, all those things which other people might not have figured it out, and because of your this problem solving, good logical mind and mindset, you will definitely get benefited. So the way you handle the finances, you do the problem solving of other people, so things are gonna take a positive leap for you only, because friends, 10th house is something where sun gets the directional strength as well. So I would say that this month seems to be kind of promising for you, because even if you will see over here friends, that Jupiter is also in a very dignified state right over there in your 7th house. And I say this thing all the time, that whenever we talk about our public dealing, the way we deal with the masses, so for that our public actions are always in the scrutiny when the 10th house and the 7th house gets involved. So your 7th house is in a very dignified state, and over and above that, this entry or transit of sun in your 10th house will definitely uplift the prospects of your profession. So for all those people who are looking out for a job or considering a new role or anything, all of your efforts, all of your multitasking skills at your professional front will definitely attract appreciation and good rewards from your bosses. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Libra rising people, so now friends, in your case, sun has got the rulership of your 11th house, and in transit sun is going to be entering your 9th house, which can be seen as a very good sign. So definitely friends, because the combination of the 9th house and the 11th house is always a good sign where your luck supports you, and whatsoever the luck is gonna give you, your friends, your contacts, your influence might become a strong medium or a source for that. The only things which I want to advise over here is that try to remain very, very respectful towards your father. Refrain from, because sun represents all the authentic righteous qualities. So refrain from lying or any sort of treachery or deceptive acts or thoughts or all those kind of things. So only if you can protect yourself from all the vices of the world, of the society, then trust me friends, if you have been working hard for any long term big plans or dreams or goals or projects of yours, you have been awaiting for any sort of sponsorship, funding, you have been awaiting for a job call, like for example in certain multinational companies where the recruitment process goes on for weeks, for months, and sometimes you have to go through so many rounds. So during this time things can actually work in your favor. Also for all those people who are planning for some work related travel, so even all the travels undertaken by you during this time will prove to be very favorable for all of you guys. So in totality friends, the time seems to be very promising, very favorable, very fortunate for all the Libra rising people. So I can actually give you a free hold that during this time, if you want to initiate any of the big dream project of yours, so the time seems to be very favorable, whether you have to initiate something or whether you have to work on that mindset, with that mindset of scaling up or expanding your area of business. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Scorpio rising people, so now friends, in your case, if you will see that Sun has got the rulership of your 10th house, and in transit Sun is going to be entering your 8th house, which can be seen as a little bit vulnerable energy, because friends 10th house Lord going in the 8th house in itself tells about some sort of transformation. So remain very much welcoming towards any sudden unpredictable development which is gonna take place at your professional front. Now friends, I always say this thing, friends, see, whatever happens in the external circumstances, that is something which we get to know from the transit, but the way we respond to them, the way our life in a customized way respond to it, that we get to know from our own yogas and dashas which we have in our own natal chart. So let's say for example, if the yogas in your chart makes you very safe, makes your public image very well protected, very dignified, and over and above that you're also running very favorable dasha as well, so the transit or the external circumstances, they might be very sudden, very shaky, very unpredictable, but you might gain out of it. So try to remain very much welcoming towards that. And also friends, I would say that during this month, if you have to give your nod on anything while signing up any agreement, any contract, while working with new people, you have to remain little bit extra cautious. And also friends, try not to be very egoistic, try not to be a part of any underhanded activity. The more righteous, lawful and ethical you're gonna behave, the better your public image is gonna stay protected during this entry of Sun in your 8th house. And lastly friends, for anything to do with people like me who are working in the fields of astrology, research or yoga, meditation, this could seems to be little bit favorable time for all those people. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Sagittarius rising people, so now friends, in your case, Sun is going to be transiting right over there in your 7th house, and Sun has also got the rulership of your 9th house, so which can be seen as a very good sign. The only thing is that friends, regarding your dealing with your partner within your marriage, over there try not to act like little bit egoistic or unpredictable. Only if you can work on that front, on the commercial level, on the financial prospects level, or for the enhancement of the public image and reputation, and in certain cases your public image might also get enhanced because of something good done by your partner. So overall time seems to be favorable, even on your business front, you want to initiate some new project, so luck is definitely going to support you. And for all those people who are connected with mass media, entertainment business, you are connected with politics, so you have your own business or you are in a partnership business, time seems to be somehow favorable for you only. Even any sort of travels taken by you during this time will prove to be very favorable. The only one area where you have to work over this month is that try not to act egoistic with your partner or within the marriage. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Capricorn rising people, so now friends, in your case, as you can see that Sun has got the rulership of your 8th house, and in transit Sun is going to be transiting in your 6th house. So now friends, for the salaried professionals, this time could actually enhance your public image, reputation, but again friends, this is only gonna happen only after undergoing, enduring or facing either some sort of criticism, some sort of challenging or perplexing situation. So one thing which I want to make it very clear for all the Capricorn rising people is that your path towards glory or sunshine during this month is going to be connected with the way and with how much efficiency you're gonna do justice to the problem solving or solving any perplexing situation which is gonna come to you. Now friends, when I talk about any sort of financial dealings, specifically if it's about borrowing a money or giving money on credit to your friend or to any of your colleague, so the energy does not seems to be very favorable for that front. And I would also say that for all those people who are going through any sort of court cases, any sort of litigation, they have to remain very cautious, they have to remain very careful, because things might not turn out as they might have anticipated. So this journey of sun from the 8th house to the 6th house is only seems to be favorable for the salaried professional, if you're working in the health industry, service industry. But apart from that, for dealing with any challenging situation, any sort of criticism or any sort of underhanded activity, for borrowing, taking loans or any sort of court cases, over there you have to remain extra cautious. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Aquarius rising people. So now friends, in your case the time seems to be very favorable, because sun has got the rulership of your 7th house, and in transit it is going to be entering your 5th house, which can be seen as a very good sign. In the original Kalpurush Kundli, 5th house belongs to the sun only, because you will find sun's Leo sign energy in the 5th house. So definitely friends, for all the Aquarius rising people, whether you are a student, you are connected with art, entertainment, creativity, good recognition, and the beauty of the sun's influence in the 5th house is that, friends, try to understand this thing. 5th house also tells about your intellect. Gemini is the most curious sign, and sun represents originality. So if you are a kind of person who is always hunting and looking for original, new, innovative ideas, so during this time your brain can actually access all those ideas from the cosmos. So I would say that remain very much receptive, little bit inward, that the way development is taking place. Overall, I am actually looking at some good results, whether from the perspective of the enhancement of your reputation, enhancement of your fame prospects and all of that. So the month seems to be very much favorable. Whether you have your own business, whether you are a freelance, you are a performing artist, you work or deal in stock market, trading, speculation, so somehow your brain will definitely work in the right direction, and the luck and other people will also come to your aid. They might also support you. So the month also seems to be very much favorable for signing some new deal, new agreement, new contract. Energy is very favorable. It is only making two aspects of the life vulnerable. So specifically for all those ladies who are currently pregnant, so over there you have to give additional care to your health. And I would say that specifically for all those parents who have to deal with children like me, the way I was when I was a teenager. So if you have to deal with the rebellious children and all of that, so over this time children might give you little bit kind of there might be little bit difficulties which you might have to face in the parenting, that children are acting rebellious or not listening to you. So over there you have to just stay little bit calm and patient. And lastly friends, for all the Pisces rising people, so now friends, in your case, as you can see that sun is going to be transiting right over there in your 4th house. Now sun has got the rulership of your 6th house as well. So now friends, I would say that because wheresoever the house lord energy goes, so it always derives the energy from the house which it owns. So 6th house energy coming in the 4th house might give little bit of the difference of opinion within the family members, or this could be difference of opinion with your mother as well. So those are the only areas where you have to work. But let's say for example, if your line of work is straight away connected with the 4th house related matters, you have your own car showroom, you have your own real estate business, so all those people can still get benefited. Or you work from home, you have a consulting business, you have any tutorial center, or you run any education center and all of that, so all those people can definitely get benefited. The only thing is that challenges will come. You might have to work hard, working hours might get extended, but at the end of the day you might be able to derive the good result out of all the hard work which you have put in. So this is how we can see the transit of sun taking place in your 4th house. So this is something friends which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. धन्यवाद।